What's this? A Long Island style span set? Yes, hi everybody. I'm on Long Island once again, and I'm here with Jay. He's the one doing the driving. Thanks again, Jay. And Lexmarks567 is here as well. And what we're doing actually is, this is a traffic light project I personally didn't see, but I did see it on some Google Street Views. And what I'll do is I'll throw a link in the video description of said Street View so you can see it before it happened and as it's happening. It depends on what year it gives you. So we're going to go down Round Swamp Road / Old Country Road. I forget exactly where the names split off. And we're going to see exactly what they did. Now, this is Nassau County. What they tend to do is they tend to use mast arms for the smaller intersections, but they keep the spans for the larger intersections. I know you guys have said you haven't seen a traffic light video on my channel for a long time, but just hasn't been much going on lately in Connecticut. So I figured now that I knew about this and I'm here on Long Island for the weekend, I'll show it to you and you can see what they did. So, well, like I said, I don't have anything from beforehand, but if you just check out the street view in the video description, you can see it from there. Okay, so we'll come back when we get to it. Okay, everybody, and here we go. So we're coming up to one of the intersections now. I think one of the span poles is still up. I don't know if they're still using that set, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, there's a camera on it, I think. So I think they're probably used... Yeah, in Nassau County, they apparently keep a lot of the span poles for cameras. As you can see the pole right there. Oh, but yeah, here's one of the new sets. Oh, they have an inline turn signal over there. I didn't know they were going to use that. That's pretty cool. One thing I do like about Nassau County sets is that they always use colored lenses. I wish more often they did that. Yeah, this used to be a span set, I remember. I went down this road a lot back in 2012 to 2013 for a broadcasting school that ended up being a waste of time, but yeah, that's how I remember this road so well. Over here on the left used to be a bunch of soccer fields, and in 2016 they dug it all up and they put all these businesses here and some, maybe assisted living, I think that is. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it used to be a bunch of just wooded area here, and there was a soccer field beyond it. They since put some development there. This set, I believe, was put up this way, meaning there was none before they put the businesses in. So you can see that one right there. And this is a replacement. I know this one is. I'm actually very curious to see what the bigger intersections look like if they're done. I don't know if they're done yet by this point, because by the street views it looked like they were taking longer for them to get completed. But we'll find out. And this one's for Jay. Yes, we're on the Big 6 right now. You wanted me to mention that, so I did.
Gotta get the plugs in for all the other channels.
Exactly. And what is nice is that since I'm not driving this time, it's easier for me to look around and everything. Since when I drive, you know, I got to keep looking forward. So this time I actually don't have to do that.
Yeah, Sharky wanted to do this, and I said, you know, it would probably be good if I actually drove, so you could just record, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks a lot.
Otherwise, you're holding the camera, and then everybody's like, "Oh no,
there's another span pole with a camera. They kept that one." I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, here on Long Island, I think it was my mom or my brother said, you know, maybe I should drive by the house, but I'm just like, I'm not ready to do that yet. Now, there's a set over here, it looked like they weren't going to replace. Yeah, they didn't replace this one, okay. I don't know why, I mean, it looks to be about the same age as the other span sets that were here, but this one they actually didn't replace. So that's pretty cool, actually. Okay, I think we're coming to a large intersection here. One thing I think they probably... Yes, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, they don't have the inline turn signals anymore. That's unfortunate. Yeah, like these big intersections used to have these long inline turn signals, and they don't have those anymore. They went to the cluster ones, which is too bad. But I guess that's how they do it nowadays. Oh, that set looks really nice though. There's actually a mast arm here that used to hold the light, but now it doesn't. Okay, that's interesting. I guess they felt it wasn't needed anymore. The intersection we just passed, just to the left, used to be the Plainview Bowling Center, but that's since closed, unfortunately. I think this was a mast arm set already, and they used the same type. I can't remember, but that's a new one as well. Hey, Jay, how often do you go down this road? Not too often, I guess?
Just about never.
Just about never?
Just about never.
Okay.
Not too often.
Yeah, like I said, 2012 to 2013, I came down this road a lot. That's how I really got familiar with it. What is really nice though is that, you know, Jay, when these lights are brand new, like you got that fresh paint look, that always looks nice.
Yeah,
initially.
definitely.
I forget what kind of set that was originally, but again, you can always... Oh, well, given that pole, that new pole with the camera, I'm going to say that was a mast arm set already. They just put up new ones. Of course, now this truck has to be in front of us. But, oh well.
That's not a problem for the big six.
No, just it instructs... Oh, he's turning. Okay, good. Here's another new set right here. I mean, it is too bad that Nassau County doesn't use spans more often, but I mean, at least for the larger intersections, they know that they got to use them because it just makes more sense. Because, you know, these can only go so far, whereas the spans, they go across the whole intersection, so you have nothing to worry about in terms of available length. Actually, Blade Zero, I showed him a lot of street views on this when I realized they were changing these sets, and he saw some updates, and he found them pretty enjoyable, so hopefully you guys will too. Yeah, so once again, we're on, this part of the road, we're on Old Country Road right now in Nassau County. I forget if I even made any videos for you guys on Nassau County roads. I really don't remember. It's been a while. Oh, so they got new masks here for the flashers, yeah, because these were masked already, but those flashers had a different thing. Used to be a tree there, as you can see.
And there too.
Yeah, and there too, apparently, yeah. And it's currently 2:23 in the afternoon, so we figured we'd get this done before the rush hour traffic starts. And today is Friday, so especially on Long Island, rush hour traffic on Friday can be a nightmare. I sure remember that. Here's another set that unfortunately used to be span as well, but they changed over. You can see they kept to one of the poles over there, which again has the camera on it.
Wow, that was nice.
Yeah, that was a nice turn.
Thanks so much.
Very nice. Same with this one. Although I like how the turn signal... Oh, there is an inline turn signal on the left there. I do love those. I always wanted one, and guess what? Now I have one. Okay, this is nice. I don't think this set used to have a left turn arrow. And yeah, both these used to be spans, but I don't think this ever had a left turn arrow, and now it does, so that's good. You can zoom in on it for you, provided that van doesn't block it. Yeah, they're like spaced further apart than most cluster turn signals I've seen, but that's not bad. But I do love the color lenses, though, definitely. And I like that they're using separate arrows, none of the bimodal arrows. There's also a second stretch of this road that they actually did in 2016. I have a feeling that... Here's a new one, too. I have a feeling that both stretches were, like, budgeted at around the same time, but they figured the best way to do it was do one stretch for 1 year and then do the other stretch for the second year. But we're just focusing on this 2018 one. Don't quite remember what these sets were, but again, the street view will show you. Doing okay, Jay?
Fine.
Cool. And look, that used to be a span set, you can tell by the pole there. And yeah, I will say on the street view is kind of finicky. Like, some will show you some years before when nothing happened or when it was in progress, and I can't control that, unfortunately, so... Oh yeah, we're coming up to another large intersection, I can tell. I took a picture of this intersection, I think in 2013. I think this is the one. This is photo enforced, Jay. You know what that means.
I sure do.
Free picture for Facebook.
Yeah, really. And video.
Oh, yeah. And after we pass this intersection, Jay, you'll have to bear left, okay?
Righty.
Oh, this span set looks really nice, actually. The old one, I think, had 3 large inline turn signals. This one actually looks really nice, though. It did come out really well. Yeah, very nice. Oh, the right turn arrow's on. That wasn't an early arrow, but it shouldn't be, because that left turn has no red arrow. It's a yield on green, so you don't want that arrow to be early in that case. This one actually looks really nice, though. Definitely. I do miss the inline turn signals, but they're definitely not skimping on their light set designs, if you want to call it that. Got a Taco Bell over there. Speedway gas station.
Agent Light.
Where's that? Oh, yeah.
It's the Agent Mart.
Yeah, there it is right there. Cool.
HY instead of KY. Improved product.
I meant to say, one thing Nassau County doesn't seem to use on their span sets, they don't use the lower cable. I don't know why. Maybe they just feel it's not necessary, but everything on their span sets are just like free swinging. But again, the sets that used to be here, okay, they went through Hurricane Irene and Hurricane Sandy, and they all survived. So these are definitely a lot stronger than a lot of people like to think, really. They can take a lot. And just waiting for the green light here. How long gotta wait?
Right now, they put on the red light.
But that's enough about Huey Lewis. Yeah, just bear left here, Jay. And we got a few more light sets to show you.
Schmucks in a Buick, we got 3 idiots in a Toyota.
Yeah. But it's a Toyota, so Scotty Kilmer would definitely approve.
Yeah, definitely. Or should we say 3 Stooges, because there are 3.
Right, yeah. Okay, now this is interesting. It looks like that mast arm wasn't replaced. They just replaced the lights on it, but that one's definitely new. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. That is one thing a user by the name of Chad told me, was that the reason why Huntington started using mast arms was because in the future, if they want to put up new sets, they could just drill new holes. They don't have to replace the whole thing. I will admit, what he said does make a lot of sense, but just appearance-wise, I always think the spans are better. This one's new as well. I don't know if... Yeah, this used to be a span set, unfortunately. This is by PSEG, yeah. PSEG Long Island. Everyone's favorite electric company. Right, Jay?
They got my money.
So, yeah. Everyone's money.
They got all of my money.
Oh, they'll get more.
Right here at this building is where Patty's water pump sees.
Oh, this is where it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
I gotcha.
She's waiting to turn in.
Nice.
Because they screwed up the bill royally.
New set here, and another new set. Again, yeah, these were all spans, I'm pretty sure. There's a user by the name of, what's his name? I think Freedom Tower Productions. He enjoys videos like this. Okay, check this out. Here's a span set that's actually in progress. They didn't replace it yet, but you can see they have the new wire up, and you can see some of the old inline turn signals. 8-inch lights with 12-inch arrows. Really weird. But yeah, you can see the new pole and the new span up there. They haven't finished this one yet. I wonder if that means they haven't finished these others yet. I guess we'll find out. That was Route 106, if I'm not mistaken. Was that 106? That was 107, okay. So, here's a new one. Now, this IHOP is pretty cool. It closed in 2013, and it reopened, I think, like last year. I don't know how that happened, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was an IHOP, and then they turned the...
I know, IHOP, right? But now, of course, if they used a lowercase I, the food would be like 10 times the price. And that's coming from someone who uses an iMac, and I'm saying that. Oh, they kept this as span. Okay, I'm happy about that. This is a pretty big intersection. They kept this as span. That's nice to see. Although, I think there used to be a right turn arrow here, wasn't there? If there was, it'd be unfortunate if they got rid of it. I'm happy to see they kept that light set as span, though. And this one, I forget what this one was. Let's say another new one. We're at 15 minutes. Okay, not bad. What road is this? This is
106.
This is 106. Okay, gotcha. Oh, right in the shoulder. Do.
So Lex, it's okay.
Yeah, it's another one too. What's that? A Honda.
Well, he's a pilot, so he just flies right through.
Yeah, that's true. I was hoping to see a BMW do that, but no such luck. I can see the set we're coming up to next is a span set. This one looks pretty good. Oh yeah, they kept the left turn signals with the red arrows. Yeah, very nice. This one came out good. I don't think there's much more past this, Jay. Couple of restaurants on the right hand side here. This set, geez, I can't remember. I think this might have been a span set originally.
You can't remember?
No, I can't. It's been a while since I've checked the street view. Oh, maybe that wasn't even new. Well, it did look new. You can always find out. I think this used to be a span. Yeah, I think this one was. I used to come down here with my friend Zach a lot. You guys remember Zach, the one who did the toy slot machine video with me? Yeah. That was over 10 years ago we did that video. It's amazing it's been that long.
It's one of the earliest videos on your channel, if I remember.
Yeah, the earliest was it was one of the earlier ones, definitely. This set definitely used to be a span set. I remember Zach and I turned down here, and there used to be another mast arm over there with the span set holding its own light, but I guess they feel they don't need those anymore, so they got rid of it. This one they also kept one of the poles too because it has the camera. Come up to it right there, and that's basically it. These sets up here were done in 2008. So, all right, there you guys have it. That was the stretch of Old Country Road that they did throughout last year and I think some of 2017. So, you guys finally got to see a traffic light video on this channel. So again, if you just check out the street view on the video description, you can see how this all used to look and how it is now. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And as usual, thank you very much for watching, and take care.